Light code lockdown, light code lockdown, light code lockdown. Does anyone know about the light codes? Does anyone know the power of the information that the light codes hold? You know, that high vibration information that reroutes cells, breaking down the illusion of the physical body, which is the gel. That high vibration information, an old school ancestral form of communication, bringing you the latest news deeper than anything you'll ever find on Channel 2. That old school ancestral form of communication for those that walk the earth with high components of melanation. You see, we receive light codes as high vibrational sounds or tones packed with information and facts. If you've ever seen the movie Mission to Mars or the movie Contact, think back to the heavy vibrational tones that were detected from outer space and when loaded into a computer program turned out to be geometrical patterns and shapes. Well, my melanated friends, you have no need for any computerized systems, because when activated, your melanin becomes a natural processor of light codes from distant solar systems. Your melanin is a highly advanced tool of transportation and communication, so don't let nobody tell you it's only good for producing dark skin pigmentation. But light code lockdown, light code lockdown, light code lockdown. Does anyone know about the light code? Does anyone know about the light codes? The powers that be know. The powers that be know the power of the information that the light codes hold. And they know when those codes are imposed upon the souls of the melanated Negroes, that the melanin starts to shake and spit, then niggas start to build and shit like pyramids and sphinx and temples and tombs are breaking down the geometry of black hole vacuums, start traveling through melanated wormholes to different galaxies, start unlocking truths and exposing fallacies. Before you know it, they're back in control because of the information that the melanin received from the light codes. Oh no, oh no, oh no, can't have that shit. So the powers that be devised a plan to make the melanated man quit receiving the light codes that hold the key to his true salvation and eternity. So they started studying and extracting and experimenting on your ass. Like the Atlanta child murders when they cut the heads of the little black boys' penises off to extract the melatonin and sell it like wheat grass. And you better believe they still experimenting on your ass. Why else do you think there are 14 million black men locked away in a prison pen? They're just waiting in line to be the next lobotomy and or Tuskegee experimentation. Just another abomination to the nation that will not be televised. Just synchronize it to the dramatic scheme to keep the melanated man from receiving the light code beam. The same light code that comes from the Star Series B that is celebrated by the Dogon of Mali. The same light code that comes from the Anunnaki. The same light code that comes from the 19th galaxy. The same light code that goes like beep. My brothers and sisters, what we are living in is a planned out, artificial, calculated synchronicity controlled and created by the powers that be and empowered by your agreement to maintain it as your reality. And the light code is the mothership that will transport your ass up out of this fallacy and back to the experienced reality that you are made in the likeness of God, with no limitation of time and space, with no limitation to creative power, with no limitation to knowledge and information. But you cannot receive the light code if your mind is a slave to the fucking plantation. Like Morpheus told Neo, the Matrix is the plantation that controls your mind and keeps your soul confined to the physical plane, and bless you for being able to transmute or transition for the ascension to the new fifth dimensional terrain. Instead of you receiving high vibration information, you receive codes of stupidation genetically engineered into food that can be bought at any grocery store nearest you. Instead of you receiving high vibration information, you receive religified lies resulting in stupefaction, like niggas with degrees traveling overseas searching for these skeletal remains of Adam and Eve, not knowing that the stories of Genesis are not real, just a parable of the power of woman's sex appeal to make a man choose to do what he knows he should not do, like eat from the fruit of the tree of life when the Lord told him not to. It is a goddamn shame, and it's absolutely insane that the melanated man can no longer think with 90% of his brain. Light code lockdown has resulted in him being dumb. Say, fool, I don't know who I is or where I come from. Light code lockdown has resulted in her being confused. He my baby daddy, and that my baby daddy too. He can no longer walk through walls. He can no longer build pyramids over 400 feet tall. He can no longer travel through space and time. He can no longer move objects with his mind. Nowadays, to him, a psychic is seen as some amazing, unique, supreme being, but back in chemic clairvoyance was an everyday thing. My brothers and sisters, wake up and get a freaking clue and look at the level of degeneracy that we have been reduced to. And while you're at it, please ask yourself this. If your ancestors were able to think with over 90% of their brain power, why are you only able to think with 6? Light code lockdown, light code lockdown, light code lockdown, light code lockdown. Melanin locked down. Does anyone know about the light codes? The unseen hand of the universe is grand, so grand that it is oftentimes hard to understand. Cosmic law cannot be escaped by those that choose to equate dichotomy with balance. Illusions that bring forth confusion will soon meet the union of cosmic retribution. As above, so below, as within, so without. Every cause has an effect and every lawyer has an objection, but universal law allows no room for debate. Who dare will object when Mayat hands out her fate? The more bizarre it seems, the more we know it is spirit who has deemed itself manifest to remind us that life's lessons are a series of tests, especially for those that are oppressed, depressed, stressed, and distressed. What is the lesson of the final test when the lives of the oppressed are holocaustically and catastrophically taken away? And for those of us that are left behind, we will undoubtedly be tested by our faith. The God's will be done. The God's will is done. That the mystery of our ancestors' death will be unveiled and give birth to the healing ointment that will soothe the pain. This stems from disbelief and disdain because valuable energies were taken away, and sometimes with no warning. But make no mistake, there are no mistakes or false pretenses or accidents or coincidences as far as the omniverse is concerned. You see, what we mortals must learn is before the soul descends to the physical plane, a private agreement is made, an unbreakable contract with the cosmic mother herself, if you will, to fulfill the intent of the soul. Therefore, the goal of the third dimension is to figure out the soul's intention. And as a result, what one attracts is actually right and exact, no matter how hard or painful it may be to swallow the facts. The left brain will continue to fight against those persons, places, or things that are designed to carry out the soul's intent. The test is to remember that all blessings and tough lessons are heaven sent. The more pain, the more wisdom and growth gained. Sometimes melanated souls must incarnate to earth, for only they can endure the pain that is necessary to release the karmic signatures of hurt from the aura of Queen Mother Earth. So, now that you have an idea of why you may have incarnated here, do not waste your valuable melanated energy to angrily blame or hatefully point the finger at the white man. That is a faculty of the left brain, and the more you use it, the more power he gains. Can you reverse the energy to activate your pineal gland so your soul can ascend to higher dimensional terrains, or will your soul come back to this same shit again? So do not question or assume to understand the catastrophic holocaustic death of a melanated man or woman. Just remember that all contractual agreements with the cosmic mother are made in private, and only those involved are intended to truly understand what is meant. So then, the question that you should be raising is, Do you understand your soul's intent? I'm lost, so happily lost, lost and unfound, lost and not even trying to turn around, to backtrack my steps, lost, completely lost, satisfied. If I could speak, I would testify to the peace. Knock, knock, who's there? Definitely not Isha, she's dancing somewhere. Lost and content, lost and disconnected from the present, from the past. At last, I'm rescued from being found. I don't want to turn around. Besides, I'm so lost I don't know which way is up or down. I'm even lost from sound. I'm completely sound. Wherever I am, I want to stay. I feel my body drifting away. All that exists is mind. I've lost all concept of time. I remember all the places my soul has been. It took getting lost to remember them. I've completely broken free from the illusion that was holding me, molding me, controlling me, making me think, rationalize, logicalize into my own demise. But now I'm free to be the essence of light that is truly me. Lost once, now everywhere at once. Light emancipation freed by mind validation, initiated by getting lost in love.
afternoon I searched the sky and wondered why. I began to notice everywhere I looked at nature's art, those perfect thoughts that was back in June. When I tried to understand, I met